Hey guys, it's election eve. I'm here with my partner in crime, Sam Stein, and there's a lot happening out there. A lot of campaigning is going on, and I wouldn't exactly say that on the MAGA side, what we're seeing is a lot of discipline. A lot of focus, a lot of sticking to the message. Things are getting
Well,
a little
wait.
kooky out there in MAGA world on the final 24 hours. No.
It depends what you define as message, right? Like that might be the message they're sticking to.
You
Could be
mean
that they want to talk about this
like
stuff, like Diddy,
they want to talk about Diddy. They want to talk about
about that
taking
squirrel,
the squirrel. They want to talk about
the
taking
squirrel.
Gen Z twinks as their concubine and keeping them
That
as
was a weird
sex
one.
slaves. Like
That was a
who
real.
knows what's
That was
out there.
one. Yeah.
So we're gonna go through a few of them of what we've seen here the last 24 hours, and I think the most relevant to the actual campaign, since he's on the ticket, is JD Vance as VP. And let's take a look at his campaign stop here just a few hours ago on Monday afternoon.
But in 2 days, we are going to take out the trash in Washington, D.C., and the trash's name is Kamala Harris.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so there are a couple things here I want your take on. Number one, I mean, pretty sexist, pretty sexist, just straight sexism. Yesterday's Donald Trump rally, it's like Kamala is working on the corner, making jokes about how she's a hooker. Fun. Today the VP's calling her trash, the wannabe VP, and then there's also they seem to have some mixed messaging on the trash. It's like they're offended that they're trash, but then the other guys are trash, but the Puerto Ricans aren't trash, but the migrants are trash. There's a lot of mixed messages.
That's a good point, because yesterday Megyn Kelly was dressed in a trash bag for Halloween, and that was like a sign of respect to dress as trash. And now JD is saying, well, Harris is trash. And if you extend the metaphor, Donald Trump was in a trash truck, a garbage truck, and I can't follow this shit.
I guess he's taking out Kamala.
I just don't understand it.
I would say this. Kamala has some dignity. So I don't expect we'll see her in a trash bag tomorrow, but it would be pretty funny to do a Megyn Kelly, sort of remix.
Look at me, I got my trash bag on. I can be trash too. We're all trash. Let me just say, this is such a dignified way to end an election. This is really when the fate of democracy and the republic is hanging on a balance. I do appreciate that we're talking about trash and squirrels.
And it's just like, and I especially like the from the Trump side, it is like it's just been classic Trump for them to be like, you're garbage, we're a trash can.
No, we're garbage.
Yeah, and then they get called garbage, and then it's like, oh, I'm so offended.
Oh, shit, no,
I'm so offended. And then the one day later, it's like, no, you're trash again. You're trash now. It's like, what? I thought you were offended. I thought it was.
And also we're not supposed to be offended at things, but then we are offended at things. And
we're only offended. We're only offended.
I'm just tired of it.
81-year-old.
I want someone to. Yeah.
When an 81-year-old president garbles out nonsense talk, and it's slightly aggressive, but it's not 100% clear. That's the only time you can be offended. Okay.
No, but the next administration should honestly write down and make a law like the things we're allowed to be offended by. I feel like that would be universally praised. Just so we have clarity on this stuff.
I think that goes against the First Amendment. I'm still
You're
still
an absolutist about that stuff. Okay, fine.
I'm still a constitutionalist.
Let's get to the good shit. Come on.
Last thing though on this, I have to tell you one more thing. I was with Rosie Perez, actress.
Of course.
Puerto Rican.
You and Rosie go way back. Yeah.
So I was with Rosie over at NBC a few minutes ago, and she was saying that she was campaigning in Allentown, and she had the same report that your buddy Daniel Morans did, where she was talking to people, to Puerto Ricans on the street, and they were confused. They thought the Trump's trash man outfit was making fun of them.
It was just rubbing it in a little bit more. Yeah.
So I really do enjoy that.
Oops.
That backfire. Okay, we've got a couple more. Who do we want to talk about first? Don Jr. or Tucker?
It's just like, how can you choose? This is like
dealer's choice, Sam. Which one do you want to go first?
Don Jr. Okay. Definitely Don Jr.
Why would anyone, even a liberal celebrity, endorse Kamala Harris? Well, one reason is because we're seeing unprecedented amounts of pay for play. Again, none of this is organic. It's a paid influencer operation. Know that. The celebrities who are getting paid are getting probably paid in another way because they're either on an Epstein list or a Diddy party list or both. We all saw that, how magically Diddy gets busted and all of a sudden everyone's endorsing the Democrat just out of nowhere. Huh. The people that were endorsing Trump, well, we're going to go the other way now. I wonder why that is.
Okay, I have to start here because there's so much.
How is this our life? How is this real?
There's so many. There's like at least 3 or 4 things that we have to unpack here. One is why does he have the camera angle? I don't want to look right up his nose. I just don't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll find some substances up there.
It's a well-worn canal. It's a well-worn canal. You want us to show off.
Secondly, I was just joking. Don't be outraged, Don. Secondly, his father's painting shadowing over him in the backdrop is like there's like a Freudian element to this video. Like he just can't. His dad just grimacing down, son, do the most absurd thing possible for me. And then third, the Diddy shit is. I mean, if you actually think about what he was saying there, is like they went after Diddy because they wanted to blackmail celebrity friends of Diddy into endorsing Kamala Harris. These are the people that simultaneously call Kamala Harris the dumbest human being on the earth. And yet she managed to stage this incredible bank shot involving the Justice Department, a bunch of celebrities. And, it all worked out perfectly right at the end of the campaign. She really nailed the landing on that for such a dunce. So, yeah. But what's Don Jr. up to? Also, he had this weird pregnant pause when he was speaking. I thought he was having trouble, and I thought he might stop, but he kind of found the word. The whole thing was very disturbing. And then you realize, like, he's going to have, like, tremendous influence over our country.
Can I ask about his face?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we should put, like, what is happening? Like, the face is.
Do you want to put it back up? Can we put it back up?
Can we look at his face again? Let's look at his face one more time. Yeah, that's good. We can just listen on mute. It's very puffy. Like, his cheeks and his eyes don't open all the way. Why aren't his eyes opening?
Maybe they are open, but we just have a weird angle. But no, I think you're right. I think
it's a very heavy lid. I don't know, man. It's a strange look, for sure. Oof.
Why can't he just, like every normal person, just find 4 books, prop up the computer, get a straight shot? We don't need to do. No one wants to see me like this. It's like no one wants that.
I don't think he's a big reader, Sam. I don't think he's got 4 books just sitting around. Unless he's got 4 extra copies of Triggered by Don Jr. I think Triggered by Don Jr. is the only book that he's read.
He's just got like 15 copies in his library. Yeah. I signed these for myself.
Yeah, I think you make a couple of astute points. I want to just follow up on. One, just the fact that these are the people that are going to be around. Like, there's the one seriousness element to this. Like, it goes back to the Madison Square Garden rally. It's like, we can laugh about this, but JD and Don Jr. and Elon and Tucker and Bannon, like, this is the posse. All right, this is who they're rolling with. And so it's important to laugh at them and take it seriously. Lastly, just on the conspiracy itself. Donald Trump and Diddy got along quite well. A lot of photos with Donald Trump and Diddy.
Just Google the images; they're everywhere.
A lot of photos of Donald Trump and Epstein. Epstein said apparently he was Trump's best friend. So there's a little bit of a every accusation is a confession element to this.
Yeah,
nice fresco. Okay, let's look.
Okay, so to your point, Tucker Carlson, who spoke on stage at the RNC, who just had one of the last rallies with Trump on stage. This guy is going to be a player if Trump wins. And here he is, like, at the end of the election, talking about, like, revealing to the world that he, in fact, was mauled by a demon in his sleep.
And I got attacked while I was asleep with my wife and 4 dogs in the bed and mauled. Physically mauled.
In a spiritual attack by a demon?
Yeah, by a demon.
Which, I feel bad, but let's
watch the full clip.
Nuclear weapons are demonic. There's no upside to them at all, and that anyone who claims otherwise is either ignorant or doing the bidding of the forces that created nuclear technology in the first place, which are not human forces, obviously. And let me just ask you this, which I've asked a million people at dinner parties, but never in public. What was the moment we can point to that nuclear technology was invented? We can point to Isaac Newton and say, what apple fell on his head? Or we can point to Albert Hoffman in his lab messing around with the, ergot bacteria. That's when LSD was made. I've never met a person who can isolate the moment where nuclear technology became known to man. And so where did it come from exactly? Oh, German scientists in the 30s. Really, when? Name the date. And I've never heard anybody do that. It's very clear to me that these are demonic. I mean, these are evil.
I don't know, man. That's crazy.
They are evil. It comes in the context of he's talking there with Steve Bannon, and he mentions about how Jamie, let's can we pull up the other clip where he talks about how being attacked by the demon made him realize he's a better man.
It's just like insane. Trust me, that's like a secular, rational position on it. You don't have to be a Christian or religious in any sense to acknowledge that that's just true. No one ever talks about that. And so I just want to approach this election with that perspective. And that event, that attack on me has helped me to do that. So again, I'm really grateful for it. I wouldn't change it if I could.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. So I think that's and Bannon's just like, okay. So this is like,
you think that's too much for Bannon?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Bannon starts talking about World War II. He's like, what are you talking? He's like, I've become a better man. He's like, this demon attack that happened in my bed has led me to become a better human, and I'm grateful for it. I want to thank the demon for attacking me. Sam, I don't know what I was checking out the podcast ratings this morning. The old Bulwark podcast is sliding in behind Tucker. And I got to tell you, maybe we should start kind of spitballing some different kind of extraterrestrial actions. I mean, maybe if you or I had kind of like a vision from the netherworlds, maybe we could scoot up into the 7th slot.
Well, maybe it just takes being actually mauled by a demon, and we just haven't been fortunate enough to have that experience.
He was in a bed with, I should say, he was in the bed with 4 dogs and his wife. And I haven't had anybody ask him. I haven't heard any good follow-up questions about why he isn't fingering the dog here as potential culprit.
He's like, I had these scratch marks on me, like it's just totally inexplicable.
I was in a bed with 4 canines, and I was like, the only explanation I could come up with was that a demon came down up from Hades. And
it's clearly Occam's razor, right? It's like got to be a demon.
I want to loop together the 3 videos.
Okay.
Because Tucker Carlson, again, about why these people are gross and they're conspiratorial and they're weird and they have weird camera angles, but it also there is really a plot. Like one of the key reasons why JD Vance is there at all is because Tucker Carlson told Trump that if he picked a neocon like Marco Rubio, the deep state was going to take him out. And we don't know how seriously Trump took that. I can't get inside Trump's brain. I think that's even too deep for Mark Caputo to get into his brain. But we know that. But
we also know that Don Jr. was a huge JD Vance fan.
It's advocate, right? So it's like that is the group, like the people that are either so deep in the sauce that they really think that there's a deep state plot to kill Trump and the demons are attacking Tucker Carlson in his bed, or they're just so just soulless and willing to make up anything to put somebody like JD Vance in there to advance their ends. Like that's the posse. They're rolling in 24 hours out, demons, Diddy conspiracy theories, misogyny, childless cat ladies. Like that's what they're rolling with.
Yeah, I just wanted to emphasize that. There's like a difference, but it's not that vast a difference between saying Haitians are eating your pets.
Yeah.
And saying Diddy was released or arrested because they want to get black celebrities to endorse Harris. Like it's a step, obviously it's not the same, but it's like in the same pool of insanity. And this is the crew that will surround Trump. This is not Reince Priebus and, Mick Mulvaney and those types. These people are, they believe this shit, or they're just incredibly cynical liars.
That's it. Good luck, America. All right. That's Sam Stein. We're going to be back tomorrow night, 7:30 live on YouTube. I'll be here. Other people will be in and out. We're going to be here all night. Come hang, subscribe to the feed, give us a thumbs up, press the little alarm bell button, and we'll be seeing you soon.